village is far. We're speaking the truth, no matter who you are. Making voices be heard. Every question counts, every single word. Evening light breaking, people tuning in. Different voices calling, let the talk begin. From corruption talk to the people them cry. Asking real questions like why? Community voices, youth them rising strong. Mama them calling, saying things been wrong. We need solution, not be talk. Time to fix the system, time to take a walk. No fear, no favor, we're speaking it clear. The truth might be bitter, but the people must hear. From county to county, the message goes spread. Better Liberia, that's the road ahead. Face the issue, no hiding again. Truth on the airwaves, calling us citizens. From Liberia to the villages far, we're speaking the truth, no matter who you are. Face the issue, stand up people. The future is now, not stories of old. We teach our light on the radio, making voices be heard. Every question counts, every single word. Politicians talk, but the people want proof. It's true. From the 15 counties, every citizen matter, no one escapes. It's now we country, we all gotta say. Face the issues now, no delay. Talk your mind, stand your ground. Let the truth come out loud, make it shake the town. Face the issues, no more silence. We bury our rising, we're making it proud. Colin, speak up, your voice matters. This is more than a show. It's a movement.
All government secure all finance of all road efforts in the country. Sign and 10-year electricity financing. 10 years.
When Liberians are desperate for leadership to deliver, desperate to know the truth, and desperate to know the real issues confronting the country.
They think they will see this election and they will not lie. Because if you do it, that's the end of this country.
Well, the government, all the ministers in the government, they can lie. They don't put also everything they say, they don't say the truth.
The people of Liberia, if you allow the opposition to win, you will suffer. The Liberians will suffer.
And the facts surrounding those issues, there is only one forum that provides the answers. Face the issue on King's FM. John Anthony.
Football game. If we were playing a tournament, beat us today, and we drop out of the tournament. Our focus now is not the tournament again. United Party get their opponent, the Liberian people, they lead the Liberian people, then they come back to their teammate that they defeated. Everyone said that they put a crack away. You never get sense, though.
On Face the Issue, we speak out the facts in advocating for the right of Liberia. Face the Issue brings you logic, explain logic, and advance you to discuss with logic. It's Face the Issue. Comes on your airway from Monday to Friday at 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Kings FM 88.5. Don't miss it.
You bow, Papa. You bow. You collected $22 million again without PPCC involvement.
Honored at this recent investiture.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh. I wish to be something else, so. Go up. Ya was to all the trail labor. You get go over to Philly, get go. Listen, we get go, we get them, we get here, oh. We get all, we get team, we get rubber, oh. They sell the money in the bank and we are living, oh. After the 100 days, like that be the quarter, oh. But what kind of tree will go? My cow, we tire, oh. My cow. What kind of tree will go? My cow, we tire, oh. My cow. What kind of tree will go? My cow, we tire. Okay. And the first time in the country you will see I'm to wrong. We're not talking plenty ego, we're not fighting them we're going. And when we're talking say the tip I can't do into all wrong, you can just be looking at all that to say is sleeping among the men are pong. Like expressing my feelings on the song, the 22 million roll. You tell me how far you go. Then I only want talking such a we are coming a road. They been bossing from Ghana, the people send police for A, yellow machine for China, they come and say live no for A.
Yama, when I'm playing for yeah. Joseph Boga been poor in Mexico.
What they get it, made them to answer. What they get it, made them to answer. What kind of tree will go? My cow, we die. My cow, what kind of tree will go? My cow, we die.
Oh, what play the freedom? Get it coming last
We still trying to understand the government agenda. The rescue mission, rescue vision, by fake impression. They get a job and lead the people with high expectation. Like who's about to see the answer when the tree will go. But how the tree will go when the driver is old? We been sitting in the tree, but the driver can wake up. Now all the 20 team they make all do back give up. But who think of the budget? Like they see men and I think of CPP document. The house are sending like Dino and young people property. We're under prison, Jeffrey praying for Baka to rap it. The country pie on us so we can understand it. See how the people crying.
Look, the Supreme Court have been sending people on our horse. The marshal know how to sell people. So if it is today that the marshal don't know how to sell people, it's up to them. You think that we are here? Let Joseph Boga go in the country. Joseph Boga does not own this country. This country is owned by the Liberia. Joseph Boga, please leave the road, Godman. I'm gonna go. Joseph Boga has decided to rob this country. Joseph Boga is a common criminal, and he thinks he was for the justice system of this country. So it is today that the Supreme Court don't know how to sell people. It's up to them. The Supreme Court, look, my lawyer just called me. He said he took a few up to the full bench. When they reach the full bench, not the full bench only as I do here.
The justice in chambers for your lawyers and that.
The
justice in chambers for your lawyers and that you should have pressed your.
This Supreme Court have been selling our horse. And it's today, because of my kids, they don't know how to sell the horse. It's up to them. When the country, investors are on their way coming. Look, Mr. Barker have lost control before the full bench.
So until the full bench can listen to this matter and make a determination,
they just said even though the returns shows that it was properly served, but it can be challenged for not following the procedures. And you as lawyers of the respondent should have, in collaboration with the respondent, know the rules of the house as to whom to serve. Do you think you followed the procedures or you did not as said by this tradition?
and so that is the reason why we took exception to the Chief of Justice ruling. We disagree with the ruling, right?
It is not our responsibility to set precepts on another branch of government, but rather that is the responsibility of the office of the marshal, right? This branch of government have been involved in cases where they have set precepts on that branch of government, and if they have done it properly, why this time around they didn't do it properly, assuming that was the case.
So you're saying that the marshal should have done the work and not you?
Well, we took exception to whatever because the house, the lower house, this is the house there, they have reason to know that there was an order from this court. Evidence by the fact that the speaker on the day of the hearing even asked the pledge. You serve as a witness, you serve for testimony.
So, I mean, you also right here.
I'm on my way to Ghana.
Okay, your case today, it was, I mean, the ruling was on today, just ended the court denied your bill of information.
Joseph Walker in the country. Look, the Supreme Court have been sending people on our horse. The marshal know how to sell people. So if it is today that the marshal don't know how to sell people, it's up to them. You think I react here? Let Joseph Walker go in the country. Joseph Walker does not own this country. This country is owned by the Liberia. Joseph Walker, please leave the road, Gospel. How's that go? Joseph Walker has decided to rob this country. Joseph Walker is a common criminal, and he thinks he was for the justice system of this country.
The justice in chambers for your lawyers that the justice in chambers for your lawyers that you should have impressed your legal team with the rules. So
I'm working with the court now. Do I work with the court? I do not work with the court. I do not work with the court. The court is starting to do the work of the court. This court have been serving that house. This court, this Supreme Court have been serving that house. And today, because of my case, they don't know how to serve the house. It's up to them. When the country, investors are on their way coming. Look, Mr. Parker have lost control of this country. Mr. Parker has become very irresponsible. Mr. Parker went to Dumia men for all of him. All men like him, be reckless. You listen to Dumia. Dumia say, I have a polar issue. Somebody took your land to tell the person, say, you own my land. Why are you doing that? I have a polar issue. He talking to them on radio patrol go low. Joseph Parker go low.
So you think there's an interference from the executive?
A level Joseph Parker don't even interfere with Qatar like a business. When you want to interfere with Thailand, they interfere with Thailand. Look, this thing will not move me. I'm on my way to see my family. Look, I got the information saying yesterday. I told Stanton, I said, Kaba will rule this way. Senator said, I said, Kaba will rule this way. Because you got somebody that drink with it, like I epilepsy. The folk cannot fit in a shoe. Any shoe you will wear that slipper. Those are serious people. Bringing the country to public rescue, they cannot move me. When I get back in the country, I go my country.
This is the first stage. Do you believe in the justice system?
I believe in anything. Let us spoil the country.
What will happen if you reach the full bench? What will happen next?
Let the full bench throw me outside. You think I react here? I don't care. Spoil the country because I'm here. We expect Mr. Parker to be one of the best presidents ever in the country. But instead of being one of the best presidents ever in the country, he has become a reckless old man that knows very well that the lane there is for Guinea. Look, I'm maintaining that the lane I can only for them. I'm maintaining my statement. I cannot. When Patrick go low, so here with Joseph Parker, what do I get?
You sound so disappointed today.
I don't sound, I'm always active. I can never get disappointed about a reckless man that was already in the grave. Joseph Parker already dead. I brought him back to life. So Joseph Parker, I can make Joseph Parker scared. He can make me scared. When the ball bounce, the routine. What the process?
Will you back President Parker before you come back? Are you going to back him before you come back? Joseph Parker.
I said Joseph Parker, I became my man. Joseph Parker owe me apology and he will extend that apology. Then he said, say Joseph Parker, Yaka said to hell with you.
Follow that to your supporters. What do you have to say to them?
Let me say to my supporters, be strong. The process have started. When the ball bounce, the rule will change. And when the rule change, Joseph Parker becomes the least president ever in the history of the country. Because he's done another criminal.
Systematic erosion of democracy. Executive overreach and open disregard for our constitution. Lawlessness in the legislature with the presidency turning a blind eye, even when the Assembly Hall of our democracy go up in flames. Security forces brutalizing peaceful citizens.
Yeah.
While millions are being spent on so-called operations that offer no protection to ordinary Liberians. They said we were the problem, but now the Liberian people can see for themselves. The real problem is the unity party that is now in power. The time has come to speak the truth without fear. This government is failing and even a stronger storm must pass. We are still standing and we are still strong. We will not give up on Liberia. We will not give up on our people. And we will never give up on CDC. We are the party of the slums and the city. We are the voice of the voiceless. We are the protectors of the poor and the defender of their dreams. From New Fruitown to Peaceville, from Buchanan to Bond Mines, from Sunny Quarter to Southtown, the CDC remains in the hearts of the people. This rally is a clear sign. We are reorganizing, we are preparing, we are coming back. I say to you, we are coming back. But in order to do that, we must build a strong, together we must fortify the one institution that can correct the failure of the Buaka administration. And that institution is the Mighty Coalition for Democratic Change. This is why I call on all of you today, not just to believe, but to act. Not just to hope, but to build. Let us invest in the movement that has invested in you. Let us pay our due. And a symbol of hope. I'm so proud to launch this due payment campaign today because it means that you, the grassroots, you, the real owner of this party, are ready to step forward, take charge, and prepare for the future. As your political leader, I promise you this: we will not rest, we will not retreat, we will organize, mobilize, and energize until we reclaim the leadership of Liberia. But let us do it the CDC way, peacefully, lawfully, strategically, and respectfully. Because when our time comes, and it will come, believe me, we must be ready not just to win, but to govern better. We must correct the wrongs, improve the system, and restore the dignity of the Liberian people. So let us unite, let us rise, let us believe, and let us build. And to all our young people, I say, stay focused, stay clean, stay strong. To our women, you are the backbone of this movement. Keep rising. To our elders, your wisdom is still needed. Stay with us. And to our opponents, we see the failure and we are coming to face it. Again, Nelson Mandela said in a quote, it always seems impossible we will uphold to death. The future is not beyond us. The future is straight ahead. And together, we will get there. And so, I want to close with this advice. Wait well. Liberia and Liberians will call on you again. And therefore, be prepared to win again and lead again. Remember, we are the common people. So let us all unite for the betterment of our country and our people.
And the government need to really, really invest. The people like you that get the type of structure. They come say, even they could just be getting you $1 million for the budget year. Every year they give you $1 million. You impact a lot of.
If I were president of this country, God show you His wonder. You're not believing. We told Joshua for what? You're not footballer.
Yeah.
A football of the very country. A football bring medicine in the head.
No.
Yeah, we told Ellen Johnson because she's from Harvard University.
Yeah.
What would the book do for you? No passion for development. Then we move Joshua, we put the meanest man in the whole world.
Yeah.
It's just me.
Connections there, you not get it.
You have no connection.
Yeah. Just say that all kind of things that just happen here. You know, I'm sure no he, no tea.
When he was 12 years older, Ellen did not want him to become president. So Ellen did not introduce him to many leaders. Ellen was doing her thing on her own. She was traveling from country to country and kept a man. Leaders themselves need support from the West.
Yeah.
All African leaders need support from the West.
Yeah.
No African leader will help another African leader with money for development.
Yeah.
In the West.
Yeah.
It does not have that contract. The Senate set a type of boycott.
Okay.
Because when we are wrote, the Senate did a comprehensive report of their findings and attached the Supreme Court ruling and the amnesty law and everything. And the position statement for those commissioners who decided from Liberia to where. And said the way forward is the Panama House discussion for peace. Then when boycott comes out, he is deceived by coming there. The Dillon there, Nombi there, and he's now where he's just thinking all kind of way boycott, all kind of thing. He won't go after people. Then, you know, the CDC still control the lower house, the upper house.
Mm-hmm.
So they went talking away, they did about thinking, they did a resolution that passed. Yeah. That's the only problem.
Yeah.
Then they said,
They said it. Mm-hmm.
then something happened. Wow. Almost to the Roman house. Then the brothers asked me for me. They didn't tell me they had it for me. Oh. Then when I heard that was the finish, they were removing 2 copies of I was me, I was buying him buying. I said, what is going on? You were here when we had that paper, and you were there. You're
right. You're right.
So, okay, what a wonderful way to say good evening, good morning, good afternoon, and welcome to the program Face the Issues. And of course, we are grateful again to join you today to talk more about our country, Liberia. Like we always say, this is certainly the country that can never be deported. And this is our country, and this country is ours. So that's why we need to keep working together for the forward march of our country because this is the only country we have. No other country besides Liberia. So how you guys doing? I guess you guys are doing so great. I'm so happy. I'm so excited. I'm elated to join you tonight as we move on. Thanks so much for joining. Diaspora will be joining me. Prince, Sharif, Leo, Montgomery, William Bro. Yes, those are the three personalities who will be joining me subsequently. Yeah, they will be joining me subsequently. So Prince will join me, Leo will join me. So tonight it's going to be so great. Like we always say, the Face the Issues Diaspora Edition is about highlighting major happenings, those major happenings that took place during the course of the week. So on the Friday edition of the show, we sit and just analyze them. Then we move on. So we're grateful. My name is Newton Tokpa. We are so grateful to join you. But before we can move any further, so let me bring you the one. Just to shake up some more. We got to shake up some more before we can start our discussion. So let's start with this one. Okay. So we do the shake up some more. So the show is going to be so great tonight. It's going to be so great, so informative, so educative. We have a lot more to discuss tonight on the show. The rest of the show. So we got to warm the body up a little bit. Yes, before we can start up our show. Tonight is going to be great. Oh, yes. Oh, mama, man. Oh, yes. Okay, man. So welcome to Face the Issues Diaspora Edition. Okay, so too many things happening in the country. But we'll not give up. We would never back down. We gotta stand tall. We'll not back down. Let's keep standing tall. Yes, for our country. Okay, so let's hold it there. Let's move. Time is fast spent. So how you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing so great. So let's go to the roster quickly. And for those of you, our good people who have joined us and following the live feed, and let me see the first person who joined us today. The first person who joined us today is Man Watability, follow. Repentance, Gadi, he joined us from he did not mention the location. We have Abraham, favorite boy, gay. We have Lapi Jared Jr. We have Stanley Bozy. We have Stanley Bozy. I just mentioned that. We have Saladay, Zoe Wonderwear. We have Emmanuel Boy joins us from Minnesota, Minneapolis, USA. And we have Cowboy Widow. We have Louise Lugon. We have Amara Jala Kamara. We have La Company. We have Siliki Toure, Paris Slobert. You have Sapo King, Samuel Kofi Woods Jr. We have again Emergency Jeff Collar. You have Samuel. Okay, Samuel appears here again. You have D.A. Camo, Samuel Kofi will appears here again. It's here again. We have Abraham Weah, Mohammed Kamara. Free Sagbe. You have Francis Jusu, Deborah James, Honorable PP Sauces Keita, Patrick G. Kiadi, Peter Lynn Peters, Amanda Double, Kelvin Soko. He joined us from the USA. You have Joe R.E. Benda Senior. You have Cecilia Logan. You have Amanda Bro again, appears yet again. I think we mentioned that. You have we said Collie, sorry, Kamara, Amara Jala Kamara again, appears once more. Orlando Williams, Ceci Zulu, Muna Kra. You have Collie M. Dogba, Honorable J.D. Williams. We said Collie. Then we have Joseph Molly. We also have Emmanuel Favor that Mayon. And the list goes on. Time is fast spent, so let's hold you there. Thanks so much for joining us. That's all I can say. And I will cross over quickly to our panelists from the diaspora so I can add them to on. I'm going to get on with Prince. Okay, we have Prince. Let me okay, so they are here, the panelists from the diaspora. Gentlemen, good evening, welcome.
Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening to you. And
Prince Sharif,
many family.
William, bro. Leo, the great man Leo Montgomery. I see Leo the Arab man.
Good evening, fellas. Good to see you guys. Good to see you guys.
Yes, sir. But yeah, man. Yeah, thank you so much. I think it's a privilege again for us to be on here. And we want to say hi to our family there, in Radio Land. Those that are watching us on the YouTube, those that are on the Facebook, we want to say family. Your hello and your thank you so much for the support. I also want to say hi to, my fellow panelists, our brother, the celebrant. The man is stay in the celebration mood. You can see it from his morphology, that it was a wonderful time. Yeah, the smile alone can tell you that it was a wonderful time. Celebrating your special day with your special one by your side, it's always a privilege. Yeah, it's a privilege. That is more than a million. So again, for and on behalf of all of us in the diaspora, we want to say happy celebration to you. You are the man of the month. We give it up to you to the month. I want to say thanks to the madam also, who was able to make sure that the celebration went well for all of the sacrifices. I know it's not easy celebrating this kind of occasion, especially on the other side of the world. I know it's very it's tough because all of us have the hours to spare, but yet we can use that time for each other. So for and on behalf of all of us, we want to say, Madam Bro, thank you so much to you and the kids. We want to say thank you, man. You guys made our brother look 20 years younger. Man, I couldn't even make the man or the American man. That's smiling, I know. Yeah, my brother Leo too, man. Leo, I want to say thank you, man. You're doing exceptionally well. With all of the time you can stay put in, to ensure that we inform the Liberian people relative to what is happening. We are grateful to have this team. It's just a wonderful thing. And to all of our people, Kevin Soko and all the other people from the diaspora and from back home. Look, without you guys, we cannot make it. It's because of you that we are still moving on. To my brother Newton Tukwa and the team there, at Kings FM. Wow. We are grateful to be part of this team. And the most wonderful thing that happened to us, for us, is to show that you guys have all this team. And we are grateful. Sincerely, we are grateful. There are many others out there who can do what we are doing. But for the fact that you have given us an opportunity,
We want to say thanks to the station manager, Teacher Light. We want to say special thanks to His Excellency President Dr. George Maniwia for seeing us fit, amongst many others, to be part of this platform. So to you, Your Excellency President Dr. George Maniwia, the manager, Mr. Ibrahim Gossen Will, and your entire team, Israel Bowia CA, and the entire management team, we are grateful. We are grateful. Thank you. We are grateful. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you want to say something?
Yeah, I mean, Prince, I said it all. I can't go back and say anything else. I just want to say good evening, good afternoon to our audience via social media, radio land. It's good to be here to do the Liberian people's work. Again, I'll just add to Prince. Bro, it's good to see you. You're looking shiny. I told you, you're looking like new money, my brother. It's good to see you. Newton.
Thank God.
Brother.
Thank you.
Thank God. Thank you, Leo. Leo, you a Prince in America. You're full of you're too tactical. You see, Prince, they remember every time he talk, he just improving, he talking the problem, man. That's all, Leo. We want to be grateful to God. I appreciate all of the love shown to us. But that God, we give all the glory to because without His grace, we will not be here today. So we give God the glory because there are some terrible things we pass through in life that we shouldn't have even been alive, but by the grace of God, we are alive. So I want to say thanks to my brother Leo, my brother Prince Sherry, my brother Newton. You getting me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you. So we are grateful, and I want to say big thanks to Teacher Light and our great leader, President George Maniwia, for this opportunity given to us to always come on this show to give our own perspective with respect to Liberia. And Prince, you made mention of something, you said those that are watching, they are our family and they are all our classmates, because I hate to use that word follower, because in my mind, a little bit, it's not a good word in my mind. Yeah, I don't like to call my fellow Facebookers followers because we all friends and family. So if I have my own way, say I was going to delete that thing they call follower from Facebook because it looks somehow nobody following it. Everybody following each other here. So we're not followers, we're just friends and family.
Right?
Yeah, so I love that word I use, our family. So I want to say thanks to all of our family that watching the show. Share your comments so that we can also tap into your comment and the wisdom you will share to give our perspective. Thank you very much. Newton, I'm done.
Yeah, it's frozen on his side.
Yeah, you're experiencing
Yeah,
some
that's
delays.
true. That the network and the network.
The network. Right.
Yeah.
The network.
But it will improve. Things will improve there. We will work on that. It will improve. Yeah.
Yeah. So, folks, welcome once again. Welcome. We're so grateful to all of you. And we will always be grateful to all of you because had it not been your effort, your commitment, we would not have been here today. The reason we sit here to share ideas, to work for our country, is because of unison. It's because we are united as a people. It's because we are patriotic about our country, and it's because we are also nationalistic about our country. That's why I've always said this, that, I've always told a lot of people that Liberia, this country, belongs to all of us. So sometimes I hear people talking, that the people think, I'm not in government, I'm not working in government, so I don't care. So I will say anything they want to do, anyway they want to run the country.
Yeah, this network issue is beginning to be a thing, huh?
Yeah. It was so terrible tonight. I don't know I don't know if because of the weather, because we are experiencing a very terrible weather condition.
Yeah, that's the weather. Usually, that's the weather for Liberia.
The network can be cracking. So yeah, it seems. Yeah. Like I said, yeah, but I think it will get okay. I think it will get okay. Yeah. So we we have a responsibility. We have a responsibility to our country, and nothing, like we always said, nothing this country will do for us. No, Liberia will not do anything for us. We have a responsibility to Liberia as citizens to develop our country, to stand for our country. What are you doing as a citizen for Liberia? I guess you want to see the best out of your country. But if you sit supinely without doing anything, without making any contribution, how does that come to reality? How does it come to reality?
Yeah, you're speaking of how does that come to reality? It's just truth.
Yes, no respect, disrespect when it comes to constitutionality, the rule of law, and all of that, disrespecting the court. You know, the court come over ruling, and people are there to try to overturn the ruling. These are issues. And it does not work well for our country. It does not work well for our country, folks. So that's why we need to keep standing up for our country. No one person is more Liberian. We are all Liberians, and that's why we need to keep fighting for our country. Having said that, amongst those issues that transpired during the week, ranging from the jury investigation, I think you've been hearing about, jury tampering. 3 of the jurors went back at the court, and they said there was an issue in relation to jury tampering. And on the basis of that, they acquitted former finance minister who was acquitted by the court, the very court, was invited.
Was invited.
The system is down, but I believe he's talking about the Samuel 12 case.
Hello?
Go ahead.
Yeah, sometimes when you go out, we just be talking a bit, then you come in, we get you the chance just to keep the flow.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Terrible. So yes. So Samuel Tue, the former finance minister, and his Councillor Arthur Johnson, was invited for questioning, for investigation in relation to the jury tampering. They went out of court. But guess what happened? They were not allowed to enter, and they told them to stay out. When they need them, they will call them in. After that, there was a press conference held at the office of a Tue's lawyer, Councillor Arthur Johnson. And in that press conference, if you listen to that press conference, I think I will play that for you. We listen to Councillor Johnson explaining, giving his own understanding in relation to the law. Because the first thing Councillor Johnson said, the judge jurors.
Yeah.
Those very jurors, the 3 jurors who came out to file a complaint that there was an issue of jury tampering, they were there. And all of them, because after the ruling, it's been delivered and all of that, after the jury they have done their voting and all of that, they will go back to them to ask them one by one, are you aware of this? Yes. Are you aware of this? Yes. And all of them, the 3 persons, they were there. And they agreed that yes, they were aware of everything. That was their decision, so to say. So the decision, it was their decision. And that decision was unanimous. A unanimous decision. Then they go back a few days later, and they was disbanded, because after the case, what happens, according to Councillor Arthur Johnson, the judge will disband those jurors. They will leave and go to live their private lives. So if there's an issue,
all right, let's do this. We will continue speaking. When he comes back, I will just ask that he just, yeah. So Newton, yeah, Newton, we're getting this. So this what will happen, right? When you go off because you have a network issue, we will continue the talking points, and when you come, you just watch, and then you can join in. So when you go off, Prince, just take over from there, and then we will follow subsequently, and then Newton can probably jump in and out. Is that fair?
Come again, Leo.
I was suggesting, since you're having technical difficulties, whenever you go again, Prince will just continue from there, and then we can follow subsequently, so that we don't be waiting.
Yeah, the
so
break.
If it goes off again, Prince, just jump in.
Yeah. So like I was saying, so that was how the whole thing happened. That was how the whole thing. There was disbanded, going back again to say, oh, there was issue and all of that, and why they didn't raise the issue, and at the time they were in the court. At the time, the judge had not this.
Yeah, I think we can jump in.
Yeah. So as he was explaining, all of the jurors. Yeah, go ahead, my brother. Welcome back.
Yes. So they look forward to, the outcome of the investigation. As so, what the court is going to come out with, what a retrial, or they're going to take different decision, we are yet to understand anything in relation to that. We are yet to understand anything in relation to that. I think what's the name? Councillor Arthur Johnson and the former finance minister was talking about taking an appeal, and they said they have said this consistently. Councillor Johnson has said that the judge does not have jurisdiction over the investigation in relation to jury tampering, with the fact that the jurors have been disbanded. So I will rest that and turn over to Prince. Then we can continue with Prince.
Thank you so much, my brother Newton. I think you rightly outlined it, and I want to say thank you so much. We are seeing everything in Liberia that is unusual, especially under this regime. Boyka is trying to create a system where what he wants is what he must get. Absolutely nobody must question why he wanted and how he wanted. That is the kind of system that Boyka is trying to create. And this is not strange. We saw when Boyka took over what he did first. Those who were legitimately given an opportunity to serve the Liberian people in tenure position, Mr. Boyka decided that for him, he would take law into his own hands and ensure that these people who were occupying tenure position, that they be removed so that he can fill those positions with people of his choice. Bringing in our democratic system, nepotism. All of us know why it led us to. We know the story of the LTA, where all of those who had tenure position, they were illegally removed. And when they went to the court told Mr. Boyka that you are proceeding wrongly. So this is not how it's supposed to be. So you got to go back and do what is right. Boyka refused to listen to the court. Because of that, at a certain point in time, even the budgetary allocation at the time, Madam Siane Yor was the Chief Justice. So even the budgetary allocation for the Supreme Court or for the Judiciary branch, so to speak, that particular budgetary allocation was withheld by Joseph Newman Boyka. Because Madam Siane Yor, under her leadership, if I'm getting the name right, under her leadership, she decided that, look, we must maintain the independence of this particular judiciary branch. And we know what happened. To the extent that Boyka did not even attend her official ceremony of retiring from the Supreme Court. We saw that. Fast forward, we saw what happened with the director of the central bank governor, Aloysius Talu, when he was accused of, embezzling money and stuff like that, and they wanted to remove him. He ran to the Supreme Court, and at the end of the day, while he was in the Supreme Court, Joseph Numa Boyka again decided that he would bypass, call Talu and say, "Oh man, you know what happened? The case said he came in to court, nothing will come from RA. So the best thing for you to do, I'll just give you some money, go and sit down." We saw what happened to our sister, Emma Glasgow. So there are series of instances that we can lament here. So Boyka has been fighting, been trying to see how best he can have grip of the entire other two branches of the Liberian government, especially of the judiciary branch. And at the end of the day, this is what is happening. Imagine a case that we took almost about 2 months plus, a case that in fact went more than that. And as per the judiciary process, jurors was choosing from Liberians who were competent, qualified, and they were well vetted. They didn't just grab them for something and say, you can say, they were vetted by both the state and the defense, or the prosecution and the defense. They did adequate investigation, and these people were selected to have served as jurors. This is the part that is really comical and is fearful, because the court is the only place that you and I are equal, no matter of your status, no matter of who you are, whether you short, you tall, you educated or not educated. When you go to the courthouse, it is the only place that every one of us are seen as human being and as Liberia, and justice becomes the order of the day. That does not look at face, look at name, or look at how you call or financial status. But today, what we are seeing now is Joseph Numa Boyka wanting to have his will. We have seen it on several occasions. We saw it with Madam Councillor Gloria Mususkat. What happened to her? After they brought her down with greater verdict, Guru, they went there, and at the end of the day, she was set free to whatever means where it is. We saw Daniel Sano at the prison. First time in the history for us to see government minister going to the prison and having what we call an interview with an accused, or in fact, she was not an accused, with a convicted person, and apologizing. Daniel Sano was on how you call man, we sorry about this thing. Few days after, he was Madam Councillor Goro Mususka was out. So this is not strange. Look, this is a one with this scheme orchestrated by Joseph Numa Boyka. What Joseph Numa Boyka wants, he has said from the beginning, is to ensure that the CDC as a political institution is no more. He is targeting the CDC, not about Samuel Tue. This is not about Samuel Tue. This is about the CDC. This is about a political institution that Boyka vowed that he will erase from the political history of Liberia. And we can assure Boyka that before the CDC is erased, it's better that Joseph Numa Boyka and entire family, they put themselves together, they don't honor the sea, because the CDC is here to stay.
I know, right?
It is unfortunate. Look, all these things that Boyka doing, Boyka sat down for long and look at it for long and say, look, but they man, how can they man free? We got to hope this man here. They are not taking into consideration the juror tampering that these guys tried to do from the part of the LPRC boss, where he tried to use money to influence these jurors. And the jurors, they stood their ground and said, look, we will not allow our character to be put on the carpet. And they refused thousands of dollars from LPRC. These are things that make the guy vet. It make Joseph Numa Boyka vet. And they were after us will tell money to give it to the people. How the people refuse it and this, that. And he playing people in the system for them to say, oh yeah, the people that receive bribe. Oh well, from the beginning of the case, you didn't raise the issue. You, these jurors, you raised the issue. Even on the day of the ruling, after they left from their deliberation, before they could come out with their verdict, they cherry pick out that paper and ask them, after finishing reading, they said, are you the one You agree with it? He say, yeah, I agree. They ask the other man, they think on the paper, you agree? They say, yeah, I agree. After finish agreeing, they left from there, they went to their houses. And they come and say, oh, but something happened, and there was some kind of nefarious act that went on. Oh, you didn't realize it when they were telling you their paper here where you see so that your paper that you don't want to agree, you say yes. These are all the tricks of Boyka to ensure that he plunged our nation into chaos. And that's the reason why we continue to call on our international partners, the United States of America. We continue to call on ECOWAS. We continue to call on the EU, that there is a need for these people to be able to intervene. The last place that any government can tamper with, that there will be serious resistance, and there will be, somebody will say, a complete chaos, is when you tamper with the justice system, because that's the only place we're supposed to run when things are happening. But if today we are seeing surrogates of Joseph Numa Breka planted in the justice system to turn the arms of Lady Justicia in their favor, in Joseph Numa Breka's favor, then it is scary. This is terrible. We should not reach to the place where we no longer have trust in the justice system. When we now have trust in the justice system, we only have trust in the guns, in the butchers. It happened before. We saw it in Liberia. When other people felt that the justice system was not in their favor, was not listening to them, the best thing that they could do was to jump in the butchers. We don't want to reach to that particular level, but again, we cannot say that we'll not reach to that level, because we are seeing every signs, every symptom of Joseph Numa Breka pushing the country into that particular area. Look, in order for us to defend democracy, people will die. Yes. In order for us to defend the rule of law, people will die. We did not arrive at this thing by just us singing, clapping, and praying hallelujah. No. There were men who say this country here will be what it is. We put our lives on the line to ensure that our peace, our democracy is maintained. And today, we say kudos to those martyrs who sacrificed their lives. Joseph Numa Breka is leading us to a place where at the end of the day, some of us will be forced to defend our democracy. And in defending our democracy, in defending our peace, if it will cost our life, we will gladly take it. But this democracy and this rule of law must be respected and upheld by all sides. But this is not what we're seeing with Breka. Thank you.
Prince, thanks again. Let me just say, welcome to our listening audience, our family. Bro said we shouldn't call followers. I agree with you. But look, Mo Ali sent us a warning earlier during this year. And maybe some of you all may have forgotten. Mo Ali accused our judiciary system of heavily collecting bribes. Am I audible enough, guys? Can you hear me? And a country that is supposed to have 3 equal branches of governance, right? Under President Boyka, everything has folded to one, which is the executive. Boyka control all 3 now at this stage, which is it's a detriment to our country. But I thought to side out Mo Ali, because when Mo Ali accused our judiciary system and the judges of collecting bribe to all extent, it reminded me of something, Prince. You remember when the Arson case started, when our brothers were arrested and put into jail? One of the guys said there were people going in the prison to force them to lie on Fanatikofa. And when these brothers refused, they started being tortured heavily. They even showed them a snake chamber. I mean, these guys were heavily manhandled to the point where the other guy said, look, he was willing to commit suicide to kill himself. Why am I bringing this up? Let's go back to Samuel Tua's case. Look, 2 weeks after the verdict has been given, these guys, everyone has gone. I'm talking about the jury at this point. Everyone has gone their way. 2 weeks. The verdict is passed. Everybody has gone. Our brightest man in former Minister of Finance, Samuel Tua, rejoicing. Then you come back and say, oh, of the 12 jury, 3 that said they were not satisfied. 2 weeks after verdict has been given. Now, can anyone tell me this is not witch hunt? No, let's take off our partisan hats and look into it and tell me. I just cited 2 examples here. This United Party is up for grabbing Samuel Toure and wanting to put him in jail by all costs. If you can't find any means, now you go back and say, oh, let's dig up this other hole. When you can't find no hole to hold a man on, then you go back to another hole again. Let's dig up the other. I mean, what kind of nonsense is this? Our judiciary system, the last place for anyone to go for redress. There is no hope for our country. President Bouaka took Fonati Kofa, took him out of the country and started plotting behind this man. As soon as Fonati Kofa came back, the house turned against the own brother. When I have said times without number that this president means no well for Liberia, and for which I keep asking the question, how did we get here? Do not vote based on sentiment. Don't vote because you think you know somebody else. There was a greener grass on the other side, and now see where our country is. You know, I heard Mike Jabate say something yesterday that just vindicated all of what we've been saying. He is a sitting deputy official of government, saying the government that he serves under, the party that he is part of, have been witch hunting seditions. The tapes are there. Maybe we didn't see it, but Mike Jabate said seditions will be targeted, taken out of the job. At one point, he himself put his foot down and said, look, you can't fire this man for because he is a sedition. I mean, are citizens not Liberian? This is a recipe for great disaster. Like Prince alluded. When we go back to the 1980s, 1990, and all of the kind of stuff, these were bad blood that were being brewed. It's being built. Now, President Bouaka, who participated in the Civil War, has come back to say, you know what, I'm going to finish what I started. It is sad for our country. It is so bad. 2 weeks, you are still behind Samuel Toure. What grounds you have to grab this man? Even a judge, you don't have that power at this point to go after Samuel Toure. You cannot do that. Those jurors have been disbanded. They've gone their way. What kind of case you want to hold on this in case? It's against our constitution. I mean, look, I keep telling people, I said, if you keep pushing a willing horse to drink, it will come back at you. It will come back at you. And so bad to the point where now no one trusts the judiciary system. We see our brother Yeke Koluba, we heard what he said. He does not care. Whether the judge rule in his favor or not, he doesn't care. And Prince, this is very scary. When people cannot get redressed, honestly, from the judiciary system, it becomes detrimental. It's so bad. It's so bad. But bro, take it over from there.
Thank you, my brother Leo and Prince. You guys said enough. And I want to say, Newton, you are back? Newton. Okay, I want to say, he's frozen. I just wanted to ask him some few questions and then no problem. But Newton, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, but you know the internet, you know, is
no problem. We that's why we are here, diaspora group. That problem will be handled. It could be one of our own responsibility to handle that. So I want to ask you through the medium, because the effective communication from all of you at the station, especially Teacher Lai and the team there, is to have a perfect internet, because we listen to the show. So we would like to recommend, with the consultation of the station manager, you all should ask for Starlink package if they meet their approval. You try to ask for the Starlink package. I don't know what other way people using, because Starlink is very effective. You do the fact finding on the Starlink. How much it take to get the Starlink, and how much will it take to maintain it per month, so that we from the diaspora, we can also lobby to see how best we can get that also for the station, because it's very important. It would not be nice when we are talking and then breaking in from your angle. It could happening. Myself, I monitor sometimes Teacher Lai, usually happen from the angle. You know, our country, some location, the internet services don't be correct there. If don't start good there, circle can be orange can be good there. So you have to have all of those backup, especially when you're running an institution like the media, to have very effective communication flowing to the audience. Because the battle we are in now, the internet almost looking like your cartridges or your ammunition to battle the forces of evil. So if the internet is not effective, meaning you have lackage with your weapon. So we don't want single barrel, we want real BZT to confront the forces of evil. So you people should look at that, and then we can come in as diaspora to see how we can lobby the same way we've been doing to budget that effort. And to the issue concerning what Prince said and Leo, look, my brother, democracy was organized. Although for me, in reality, I believe that Africa we should practice different system of governance, because in real life, deep down, I'm not a fan of democracy. In reality, I'm a fan of the African governance system that has to do with monarchy, wherein we used to have kings and queens, and then we have prime ministers circulating with the governance, because governance has to do with the nature of your tendency, how you were born. Democratic group for the white people because they believe in what we call complacency enjoyment. African, most of all have the greedy tendency. We want to have all. So one best way to satisfy our African men when you have the greedy tendency is to put one family in power, and that family just have administrators. Then that system can run faster. So in real life, we were not born with democracy as African. We were born with the monarchy form of government where we had kings and queens, mainly kings. If you read the African history, you read about Mansa Musa, Sonia-Anta Keita, the Ghana Empire, the Songhai Empire, the Malay Empire. They were not running democratic governance, but they were prospering until when the Westerners came and introduced democracy because they want to manipulate us to keep us into modern slavery. So in real life, I'm not really a fan of democracy, but that's the system we in and we flow with it. But also in the monarchy, you take practice some sense of democratic governance to fairness in the justice system, because our leaders used to judge case fairly. They had no partiality in their judgment. You understand? So if you look at that, if you look at the genesis, the African practice, the real governance of God, God is a monarch. God is not a democrat. God is not a democrat because Lucifer wanted to compete with God, so God chunking down because God is not a democrat. So we got to look at, but God's judgments are fair. If you want our democracy that we're practicing today to flow, then we should do it like the way the white people do in America, France, other great countries. You don't influence the judiciary system to be in your favor. If you do that, the last result of any failure of the democratic system is war. Because every human being wants to be free. So if you think you will suppress the human being to the anger, the next thing will be war. So sometimes when people talk about war, they other liberals say, "Oh, don't talk about war, don't talk." But you're doing something that will bring war, like you slap somebody and say, "No, I know nobody Jesus here where Jesus say you must get somebody not slap before you react one." No, Jesus was not total human being. Jesus was spirit. He never born from man nature. God took him from in heaven and said, "My man, you go in Mary womb." Mary was virgin. But now all who born by man nature that we born in sin, and you think you must slap me 10 times, then I tell you, say, "No, I will follow Jesus Christ, I must slap me 99 times." No. That doesn't exist in reality. That thing that Jesus was talking and Jesus spoke about it because Jesus himself was not a human being. He was not ejecting human form. But he was never a human being. Oh, my people, y'all stop calling me when they say.
Yeah,
Hello?
Yeah, we can get you now. Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you. So we need to practice the democracy that we think we're learning. So Mr. Bwaka, and I feel sorry for the young people that support Bwaka because they are damaging their own future because everything that they are doing today will come to them triple. Bwaka will be dead and gone. Or he may be old, manning his grandchildren. But what becomes of you today that put your life on the line? Those things will come after you. So I want to stop this far to just tell people that our democracy is deteriorating, and when we're not careful, the country will lay into civil war. That's the hard truth. And CDC as a party, we need to be vigilant with this kind of format that is evil people are carrying on. Because electoral processes are something you must pay attention to. Elections are won before election day. Elections are not won on election day. So you can pay attention to these kind of things and put stop to them now so that it cannot be a negative effect on us tomorrow. So thank you.
Thank you. So great, guys. So great. Yes. And we're making a point, and I think we're making progress. We're making progress. And like we said, and all we can say is that, and you're right, democracy is a form of government that the people make decisions. The government by the people, for the people, just name the rest of them. That's democracy. Yes. But why we have, as we say, we claim to practice democracy in our country, right? But see, what's happening in our country? What are the tenets of democracy? Good governance, respect for rule of law. These are some of the tenets of democracy.
Yeah, Newton.
Yeah, well.
So we're talking about democracy. Like Liberia is practicing, or the form of government we practice in our country is democratic government. But in reality, nothing. The authoritarian government we're practicing, most especially under the stewardship of Joseph Walker. This is not democracy. This is seriously authoritarian government. That one man speaks, nobody speaks. When one man talks, nobody talks. Anything he says, he almost like the demigod. And that's how Joseph Walker sees himself, as a demigod. That he has the final. Any instruction he gives, that's the final. No, I want to tell Walker that, Mr. President, this is our country. You are an individual. To become president of the country is not a right. It's a privilege, not a right. Anybody, Leo can become president. Prince can become president of Liberia. Bro can become president of Liberia. Even me, I can become president of Liberia.
Yeah,
but why do you think all of them are president? So it's not a right, it's a privilege. But when that privilege is given you, you have to do your utmost best to protect the state and to protect the tenets of democracy. We still have people encroaching our land, our territory, our sovereignty. And the president is yet to say anything about it. The only thing the president will tell us that he fired and what's his name? Dumuya, that his friend and his nephew. So that family thing. So Baka is running our country on the basis of relationship. Because he has already disclosed a relationship with Dumuya. So that is to tell you that family thing. Baka is doing Liberia with Guinea. So Dumuya, like I said, he can come to the executive mansion. Baka better than Baka family. It's not about diplomacy. It's not about protecting the territorial integrity of the state. No, Baka is not thinking about that. He's not thinking about that. But all he's thinking is he wants to build a relationship with Dumuya, and that's a personal relationship. It has nothing. What does Liberia stand to benefit? Liberia stands to benefit nothing with a relationship with Dumuya. What if Dumuya like uncle or like who? No, nobody cares about that. But what we care for is Liberia, where our country stands. What does our country benefit?
You know, Newton has frozen again, but as he kept talking about Waka calling everybody his family, That it reminded me, Prince, when the yellow machine came in the country newly, he said it was a gentleman agreement from one of his family. He went to Ghana, visited his friend's daughter's wedding. It was one of his family. And now Dumbuya, I just thought to highlight that. Our president is a joker. Newton, go there. I just wanted to buttress what you were saying there.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. So to tell you that this government, like I think Prince said, everything you see going on here, it's glaring. You don't need a rocket scientist to tell you that Sametua is being witch hunted. No, you don't. It's glaring. Let me put it this way. There were 5 presidents, right? In that case, the economic sabotage case. If the rest of the 4 would have been vindicated and Sametua and found guilty, there could be nothing about jury tampering. Nothing. There could be no issue. And that ruling could be accepted. There could be no noise. But why breaking the noise is because Tue was vindicated. And the government does not want that because the government has already told the Liberian people during the election, 2023 election, that Tue then has stolen money, the country's money, and when it comes to power, they were going to prosecute them.
You know, while our brother is trying to come back, these people, before even taking Honorable Samuel Tue to court, they've already found him guilty.
And that's just the reason they after Tue. So they want to convince the Liberian people by all means because of their own statement. So they want to back their statement. They want to justify their statement that Tue took money when there's no proof to prove that Tue took the money. But because they lied to the Liberian people, and we're going to 2029 election, and they want to convince them that anything they tell them will be true. And told them say Tue took money, so they want to prove by all means for Tue to go to jail and say, well, and who told us the man took money? And you see the man. So 2029 also can use that. But if Tue is not guilty, now the Liberian people are not going to trust in 2029 because by then the Liberian people will have realized that United Party full of lies. Because what could be their campaign message for 2029? They will not go to the Liberian people and say, oh, CDC not good because CDC will be going to election. CDC will be campaigning. So they will not go to CDC, like the CDC stole money. Then the Liberian people say, themselves will be judging. They say, oh, but if you say CDC stole money, they want to call, you couldn't prove anything. Is it the first time? You see the arson case. Where are we? Today that case been paused. And they said they have evidence that the former speaker for not even break the Capitol building. Today they get about that case? What kind of irresponsible governments did is this? The United Party government is a complete weakling. Complete weakling. Complete weakling. I can say this for free, folks. More Ali at Liberia Water Corporation and say he came up with a figure 76%. That's why Bon Ali said, I'm quoting him directly. 76% of Liberians. So 77, how many more percent? To be 100% 100. So 77 are 24 more. 24% remaining. They mentioned 76% of Liberians have basic water supplies. You believe that? When more oil run a player in passing point, when you pass the other side open. When you pass the other side, instead of rush on the side. So how you think? Then they say give the source. More Ali say hand pump. And what again? He said hand pump. Safe drinking water now. You're not talking about the one the Liberia water is providing. So the 76% more Ali is talking about, it include hand pump, pipe bound water. Yeah, just name it. Yes. Just name it the different means. So for example, so how does that percentage, how does the government take responsibility? Or how does the government take glory of the percentage, 76%? When, for example, maybe when I install my own pump, it's not government. It's not government that did it. I did it. Then you come and you say, oh, Because I install my own power getting safe drinking water, then you include it in your percentage at government. I think what the government, the level of water the government is providing, safe drinking water, the government is
I believe
these people, the United Party folks, they came out and said they provided what 70,000 jobs. You know what they said? Joseph Walker said they provided 70,000 jobs. How did they provide 70,000 jobs? They can't say anything. Yeah, I do what you adding. Rainwater and all. So the rainwater, everything increased, the creek water. So it increased the percentage. Yes. And that's the reality. So you want to take glory for something that you didn't work for. You didn't work for it. You don't deserve it. You want to take glory. So because the people, the ordinary citizens are struggling to make life for themselves, then the government should take responsibility. What kind of irresponsibility is this? And that's what we say. Currently, as we stand, Liberia stands as a what? A consequential moment. A very serious consequential moment. That's why Liberia stands. Right now. So if we can't do anything about this, imagine after 2029, what's going to happen? What's going to happen to this country? When you put this guy by, and this guy will be saying goodbye. So now Joseph Barker, first time looking at it, you put Joseph Barker 2029. Joseph Barker will be already saying goodbye. Joseph Barker not going to wreck. Joseph Barker will wreck the whole country. He will wipe, he will deplete this entire country. And that's what's going to happen. He will deplete this entire country. Don't make that mistake. So I rest, so I can get the floor to the rest of the team.
Yeah,
Prince, let me just come in.
Go ahead.
On the one on something. Then from there, yeah, you can. Let me just come in quickly, Prince. So, you see, Newton, my brother Leo and Prince. You see, the English language sometimes suffer most of us. In fact, the statistic there, if you will give me my views from a scholastic point of view, the statistic is fraud. Because when you say basic water supply, 100% of Liberians in Liberia have basic water. Because there is difference between having basic drinking water and safe drinking water. What the human beings looking for is safe drinking water, not basic drinking water. Because basic drinking water can come from creek, can come from well, can come from rain. In fact, Liberia is one of the countries that have very wet. So basic drinking water, everybody get that one. But those water they consuming are not safe. That what make it basic. So that's just simple terminology. But do we have safe drinking water? No. Less than 10% of the Liberian people have access to safe drinking water. In fact, the water that LEC providing, if you come to Europe and you go through the European or the Western standard, it's still not safe. When you go by that real standard, it's still not safe. So you have, even when you will even drop it to less than 5% having access to safe drinking water in the country. So more Ali then always want to use these things because I guess many Liberians, when they say, oh, Liberians, 70% of Liberians have basic drinking water, ignorant ones may think they're talking about safe drinking water. And they're not safe drinking water. And also they can use these jargons to play on the people's mind. Because many Liberians, they don't do research, they don't understand certain things. So it's just one of their patterns of spreading lies. So don't people shouldn't take, even when Mo Ali say in real life, the Liberian people knows they didn't get safe drinking water. They know. So it's not something to talk about. So I will stop this far. I just wanted to come in with that little clarity so people can know the difference. Basic and safe drinking water are two different things there. Liberian people don't have safe drinking water. Less than 5% or 5% having safe drinking water. And those things were in place already from the CDC administration. Wanted to expand them when they came. They start to, everything they're doing today that Mo Ali doing was already negotiated by the past government. He has not brought anything new. So I don't know what he's doing. I don't understand. He got take over, my brother Prince. I just stopped there.
You know, this premature verbal ejaculation from these people, they feel that the Liberian people will always buy it. And we have crossed that level. The reason why you see these guys saying and doing these things is because they think we are still living in a century where our people will not adequately do research. That the country people's sons and daughters will not check behind them. They think that they will continue to lie their way even while in government. It is intentional. Yesterday, Joseph, you know that thing can move from 70 all the way in 70. Because for them, they want to show to the public, you know, in Liberia, 70 are passing mark. You may 60, you fail. That was education system looking like. So now you swear, you may 69, you say, well, maybe you fail without 1 point, you fail. So, Boyka, you know, the papa is a crook. So you understand, I told you, I said, look, Boyka know the mindset of the Liberian people. Their papa were brave enough to give his State of the Nation address and told us 70,000 people get job in our country there. And that's small thing. 70,000. That is since 75% when Joseph Numa Boyka went to Bapolu to go and dedicate hand pump. Mo Ali said, and the claims are here, that the water supply in Bapolu will supply about 75% of the population in Bapolu. As we speak now, that thing there has become, it's not working in fact. For the lack of, it's not even working. It's poor. It damaged long time. Now he is telling us that 76% of Liberians. He's not talking about Mosorado. He's not talking about Cape Mau. He's talking about Bapolo. He says 76% of Liberians have assets. My people, get to know these criminals that you are dealing with. They are intentional in their lives because they know that that was what they used to get to power. But the good thing is that people like you who are for our family members, our friends who are following us, we are becoming clever on a daily basis. The things that they used to do and say and walk away without nobody checkmating them, it can't happen now. That what giving men like Brecker hard time. Because Brecker is from a generation where they believe that they must lie to the people, that the people are not, scientific enough. They are not maybe sound enough to do adequate research. This was the same Brecker man that told us that he traveled from all the way Liberia and went to France, that France was going to give the ballon money of $5 million. Up to now, we still receiving. We even get the money here. He came by again, say, oh, the man coming to Monrovia. What kind of nonsense is this? The $5 million, you say, oh yeah, France promised, oh, France, the top President we were there, France said they will not give all the money. They gave President we have small money. So the ballon money now, they say they will give it. Up to now, my people, as we speak, we are still waiting for that money. They may even bring the money here. It can't wait another card again, say, oh, yesterday now, yeah, Macron coming to Liberia will not be easy. What we found? Look, Joseph Numa Boyka is an unsophisticated BM living in a sophisticated world. That's why we look. That's why we checkmating these people. That's why they can't move. You see, we want to thank God for His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah, who have made politics to be simple. To take politics from the executive mansion, to take it from up Capitol Hill and carry all the way to Graba. To take it from up Capitol Hill and carry all the way to West Point. To take it from Capitol Hill and carry all the way to Jenewene, to carry all the way to Popa, to the extent that, figuratively speaking, that the people who yesterday could not talk in politics or even checkmate government officials, that they start anything they talk, we can checkmate them. You're talking not true. Not true. You gotta do it. Even people who do not speak the Queen's language like other people, they are now questioning government officials and asking them, it's not correct, yo. Boyka is becoming like a public nuisance on a daily basis. This was the man who jumped on the plane and said you are coming to receive a peace award. You coming to receive peace award in the great United States of America. Then you cannot even meet with one serious government official. They were the Joseph Numa Boyka men that were talking to the dance about to they met with Uber driver. You came here, you met with janitor for school.
And you understand? At least somewhere they try the mail with Uber driver then. Because when you go in, but you can't on you met with janitors, not even janitors. In fact, the people who are the assistant to the janitor, the people you met with. The people you met with. This is a shame, my brother. This is a disgrace. And this man is using the Liberian people resources. That's the thing that can hurt us. Money that should be allocated to, for example, the health sector. Money that should be allocated to the education sector. Here it is as we speak today. The University of Liberia, that are my problem, who don't even understand, and you understand, how the University of Liberia is not only just education, but it also tied to our politics. The women were brave enough to sit down with a brave face and say, well, I think you're coming to education now, you're coming here, you're coming to start paying plenty of money now. Because she don't understand our culture. She don't know that the university is not just a university. It tied to our politics. It tied to our development. It tied to everything. So people will just come and make this reckless statement because Joseph Newman Boyka from day one has been reckless. What do you expect these people? Today we are seeing even information dissemination. It's incoherent, disjointed. Kula Fofana will count out unatin. The other person will count the terror unatin. Now we don't even have now the Ministry of Information. We have the Ministry of Man Cosa and Power Cosa and Permanent People Cosa. Now what we get? Jeremy Pia we get it ready, he calls man. He say begin Daniel Sano, he calls power. The people get insulting. You see, that's what happened when you demand government to do what is right. So right now the guys are confused because there are no tangible results that they can give the people. When you talk them, they say, oh, we're building our Eastern Road. That's our Eastern Road. They're not allowed to, oh, President, we are low for the money. We saw that in long time in the Puebla. President, we are all of the arrangement. So what you are doing, you are only completing President, we are project. Yesterday, they jump out and say, oh, we're coming build the RRA road. As we speak, RRA road stay there. RRA road is stay there. All of the project, this affair is a crook, and how crook can behave. He always go for those projects that President Weah had already, gathered funding for it, and everything is cool. So he will go for them and pretend that, yeah, he completed. When he completed, he say, yeah, he's straight about, hey, developmental hero, hey, development. No. And that's the reason why, fellow Liberians, we must set high standards for our Liberian government, for people who work for us. People who work for us are accountable to us. Joseph Nima Bwega is not my grandfather, and not my great-grandfather. He is the president of the Republic of Liberia, that he must be able to work on my behalf. I gave him a vote. So we found out that now it is difficult, my brother, Leo and Nito. It is difficult. The guys cannot find their way through. This is the reason why you see them misbehaving around. Look, the guys want to create an atmosphere where it almost like the people can say, oh, lady already want fall and then you go put you. Just like Nima Bweka know that he failing. So they just waiting. They're doing all of this tabata and this thing because they want for us seditions. They want for the CDC to come up very high. That they will say, and I will fail. Because yesterday, that was what they did. That's all they're doing. Look, Joseph Newman Bweka is doing these things intentionally because he's looking for a way to put blame on people. But you're not put blame on nobody. At the ballot board, we tell you, say, we gave you all of the opportunity. And that's why we continue to tell Liberians and seditions, look, in the words of President Weah, let us be peaceful. Because Joseph Newman Bweka has nothing to say to the Liberian people. You will not say, oh, the time I wanted to build a road, the time I wanted to go for contract abroad, you were protesting you. You say you were moving. Because remember when President Weah went to France, they were saying, let's move the man. The man went and spent for the 8 days. So therefore, let's move him. Let's walk through him. But thank God that Joseph Newman Bweka can travel and go on a hospital. He'll go on a hospital issue. Let me change. I'm coming. So at the end of the day, he can go on a hospital issue and nobody got time for him. You go and spend days there. Now they start Bweka living in the air now. He's just using the Liberian people money foolishly. This was a man who could not even maintain himself. He proudly said to the Liberian people that I was living on loan. After working for 40+ years in government, you worked 12 years as vice president. You still come back and say you were working on loan. Now that he has become president now, the man living in the air. We can see him again. The man attend to, how you call it, Sembe Tutu. Just anyone back and attend to Sembe Tutu in our hair. He just all over the place. And the thing is, at least when he going and bringing something, we all will be happy. But when he go, he come back with big bars of memorandum of understanding. Oh, the memorandum of understanding you flying all around the place for? These crooks are getting their pocket wet because they know that 1 minute past 2029, they will not be there. So they're stealing indiscriminately. That's the reason why you see even those other agencies, those autonomous agencies, are not even contributing to the budget. They're not contributing to the budget. You brought out audio budget $1.something billion. At the end of the day, you're just stealing all around the place. I got think pay that fun guy, people there. When you're ready to take money allocated, then they go for you to chop it. So, fellow Liberians, these people do not respect us. They don't have time for us. These are criminals that we have given opportunity to. It's almost like these people, they are dying there. They will look at them and say, oh, man, can't. Why is it just that you want to pass it right? Calling our door and all. He brave enough to look at a call door. After we implore him, a man who are in a graveyard, we implore him, we gain opportunity. He can't now from the graveyard now. Look at it, yeah, they get it with them, all the other thing. But just like we can tell you that your time is out. Because the Liberian people have seen through you the lies. Concession agreements that you condemned yesterday, today, that why you hailing, you supporting. You went to Grand Cape County and you massacre our people. Today, nobody can be brought to book for massacring our people. Today, police brutality has become the order of the day. As we speak to you, unemployment is very high. The LDEA that is supposed to be fighting against drug, they are the one that are selling drug. All the LDEA men, all the commander, they get to on their own now. I know all the LDEA men coming here. I was talking about the prison. I said, yes, my man, I open my business on the other side. Yeah, trying. Me, you were talking. And I even know, me, you were talking. So, man, about trying. They start doing well. I said, what you mean doing well? The prison over there. I guess I'm going to let 3 get to. I get 1 in Nukuta, I get 1 in West Point, and I want to try to open 1 in Clareton area. I said, so the business you take is my member principal, yeah, but what to do? I'm working with LDA. You see, so the people who are supposed to be fighting drugs are the people now who are, giving it to our children. It is sad. And that's the reason why, fellow Liberians, we must ensure that these crooks, these criminals, Joseph Newman Boyka and his gang of thieves, that we must expose their every move. Thank you, Alberta. Over to you.
Yeah, but Prince, we've sat here and speak on what's going on in the country. But one thing I would know, the common denominator here for all of us is Liberia. Liberians, we deserve better. Our people deserve better. What has Liberians done to this president that, he finds every means, every way to just, increase the poverty in our country? Because everything they founded upon in the previous government, they are on steroids doing it. And it's so sad. Our people are now hard to be satisfied, bro, Prince. Do right by the people. Our people deserve better, man. Look, you find all the small countries around the sub-region. I'm talking Togo, the other countries, them. They are doing well. They are doing well. Which, when His Excellency Dr. George Manuel Weah came on, no one expected that he would have performed well. But we saw when he even went to the LU, say, I will take away the school fees, for which he even paid WIAC fee. Today, Dr. Mapaya say, you know what? We are going to increase. But go look on LU campus. The campus is so deplorable. What fee are you increasing? And I asked the question on another network the last time. I said, okay, increase the school fees. But what are they getting in return? You understand? Because after graduation, one will expect that, okay, I go and work into my system. But after the graduation, these guys go back and sit down home. What are they getting in return? Why are we treating our people like this? An old man who people have given all the accolade. Oh, he has 50 years of experience, governing experience. Nothing to show for, my brother, bro. This man is out of touch. And you will find Mo Ali calling percentages. That's facts and fiction. But you know what? Let me just tell Mo Ali something. That's 70%. Those are fiction. But you know what is facts? You got over 12,000 cases right now in Monrovia of kids that are suffering from what is called kwashiorkor, beriberi, because of drinking unsafe water. Okay, Mo Ali, I want you to go and find that out. The president came out and please alluded to 70,000 jobs. You know who are the people that are employed? The recent LU student, over 2,000 students that graduated, all of them. I want to bet one of them who is working after graduation in this government. That's facts. You know what is also facts? Mo Ali, when you talk about the judges getting bribed to judge people's cases because why the land they are getting, they're stopping from it. Those are facts. You got more people who are losing the land that got the land legitimately. As soon as they go to the court, those lands are taken from them. Those are facts. More Ali, you want to know what's factual? You yourself, you almost committed a murder against a girl who you forced to go do abortion. You say, don't put me in a situation I can't handle. More Ali, that's a fact. You know what's a fact? Current AFL is so deplorable. You got few thousands of AFL soldiers that Prince. I want us to do that because I have this research. These people are living. Look, the guy was on another media. They blur his face. He said, you don't show my face. Oh, luckily it started raining. You see, an AFL soldier who, first of all, he boosts a ring boost. A boost, he went a ring boost. The ring is leaking in this guy in a 21st century. Lastly, for me here, what is so bad is that every time a Liberian decide to give this United Party the right vote, United Party always come back and smear feces on the faces of our people. How long can our people live like this? This Excellency Dr. George Manuel Weah came, gave you guys hospital. So they go look at the hospitals. My brother, look at what's happening in our country. Why do we treat our people like this? And somebody speak, oh, Leo, you don't like this man. I don't hate nobody. I don't have no idea of hate in my system for president. But when a president who come and acts as if he's entitled and for which you want to punish the people, that's equal to witchcraft. We call that witchcraft. And this paper is a witch. A man who will take saw and feed to a goat. This is a man who just lie. And I mean, it baffles me. We as people, as parents, we tell our kids not to lie. But this man has been cut pens down, just lying. And at the end of the day, the country is suffering, my brother. Why do we treat our people this way when we know that these are all good people who depend on the government? We're not saying give them beggar rights, like you said, like when people are beggars. They're not saying that. They say, give me a job, let me find my own rest. Give me land, let me plant my own garden. Why we make our people homeless? And yet you say you want to carry on development. You speak to the inept of this government. Before you make any kind of demolition, there has to be preparation. Give these people its own record. His president said that we are 2022, 2023. He made home available at the PA, whether it was the PHP Park or the Invisible Park. Go and look at those buildings. And you know what I thought, Prince? I never knew that. I just thought it was only in Monserrado. But what I came to find out, it was all across the region. President George Manuel Weah was able to build homes for people. And President Bwaka has come and said, those homes, I'm going to take it for you. I'm going to break it down for you. This is sad. I don't wish evil on the people, but he will get what is coming. Even in his grave, somebody just posted, we will chain that grave so that we can know that this was a criminal. It's sad, my brother. It's sad.
All right. So, Leo, so we'll change the grave and to complete it. So we'll change the grave to complete the sentencing term?
To prove that this was a criminal that died early.
Yeah, but and Leo, the thing is not a surprise. These guys are pathological liars. They are pathological liars. They're very organized in their lives. You listen to what's the guy? Some months back, the finance minister, Augustine Gaffon, the man appeared on ERBC. They were asking the man about water. The man said, in Morovia, nobody told him gallon of water.
Yeah.
So everybody get pumped. You listen to the man on ERBC, nobody, no push. That thing, you know they got push. They get something they can put it because the minute go way down Randall Street. They can ask only the Moa, they call it Moa. So now it can take 75 gallons. The thing at the 5 gallon container, it takes 75. So they go, they put it in a Moa and they
Nathan. Bro, go ahead.
Yeah,
like that. Yeah, when they carry like that, then people will go be buying it. I think, yeah, they can buy one thing is something like either $50 or $75. Then they buy the message, nothing. Nobody doing push yet. Gavon said it. So when more Ali telling us that 75% of the population they have and basic water supplies, it's not a surprise. Yeah, because they organize in their lives. It's not a surprise. So we shouldn't be surprised about this. So we're about to go to the line. Let me just read out. I think Leo said something. So they said safe drinking water. What is safe drinking water? In fact, we need to. That's why. And Leo said everybody making research, everybody reading, everyone has access to the computer, to the internet. I just did a research. They said, "What safe drinking water?" They said safe drinking water is safe enough for drinking and for what? Food preparation without posing any significant risk or acute or long-term health issues. It must be free from harmful microorganisms, parasites, heavy metals, and toxic chemicals. The key characteristics to be considered safe: water must meet specific microorganism organization, chemical and physical standards set by health organizations like what? The World Health Organization, because they set standards. That's what it says. So that safe drinking water, some water, even the mineral water, the plastic, the bag, they can say. So now when you go bathroom, when you pull in your mouth, you can smell out that sin. So almost like, when water stay, like that overstay. So you get 75%, 76% of the population get access to safe drinking.
Yeah, that's a lot more.
It doesn't make sense. Nothing. So let's go to the line. Let's get your interaction. 0886 3044 97 0772 23 99 33 0777 98 03 75. Put in your calls. Let's get your interaction. 0886 3044 97 0772 23 99 33 0777 98 03 75. Let's go to the line. Good evening.
Hello.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
What's your name? 1 minute. Go ahead. Let's hear you quickly. No
Yeah,
time.
my name is Samuel Dodo. I'm calling from Ria.
Yes, Samuel, let's hear you quickly.
Yeah, my people like people, I really know what happened. Our put Unity Party people go and listen for 25 good years. Say we look at them and put them in power. Really hard Liberia. How we looking in this country? How human being in Liberia looking? Hey, my brother. Yeah, that's my point there. How we looking in Liberia? Somebody that leads a pool for 25 good years, you look at that person again, you come and put them in power again.
Right. Okay, my brother.
Yeah.
Thank you for your point. Thank you for your point. Mr. Nimble, good evening.
Yeah. Good evening. You getting me, Newton?
Yeah, you live, Mr. Nimble. Go ahead. Let's hear you live.
Okay. This is Simana, and I.
Terrible internet.
Hello.
Yeah,
Hello.
Go ahead. Go ahead quickly, Mr. Nimble.
Yeah. Okay. I don't want to talk much because of the internet, but I support bro. You guys need to make the effort for the internet so that we can generate that money from the diaspora. Yeah. This is one of the main reasons why I called for. I think Newton, you remember you and myself talk on it, and I told you to talk to Abraham. Yeah. So, bro, I send my contact to you, but I don't know why you're not calling me, so that we can see how best we can generate funds for the internet. So, for the Unity Party, for the young guys, because
sorry, my brother, I'm not cutting you off, Newton. Could you please send the brother number to me? I beg you.
Guilty.
Yeah,
so I just feel sorry for them. I feel sorry for them. So I just want to say kudos to the president, our President George Manuel Weah. One more daddy, 2029 is all yours, and bravo to the construction team. And I say good evening to my Liberian people. Thank you, and thank you so much.
All right, Mr. Nimble, thank you for
Newton, please let me apologize to our brother who left the land. Very sorry. If I never call you, please, I beg you, Newton, you should please forward his WhatsApp number to me so that I can call him. I'm sorry, my brother. I'm very, very sorry for that. Maybe it was an oversight. Thank you.
All right. Good evening.
Yeah, so I think technical glitch is happening. So that's what will happen, bro. When you get this,
hello.
Yeah, that is.
Go ahead. What's the name?
This is Eric Samuel calling on real.
Yeah, Eric, 1 minute, no time. Go ahead, Kogi, let's hear you.
Yeah, thank you to for the program. You know, we did our program, we get understand. But we tell the people when we are getting the power, they say, oh, no job, we are bringing companies, so when you what kind of power you bring company. But they forget to know that when we are told power, we are told the American people and the international community that in our peace, give me food in that bro again, you won't security to man the country. But we are in power, the people say, oh, we have made a company and live on Labrador, so they will bring the power for bring the company to Labrador. So that will bring the company that we're waiting to see. So thank you very much for the program.
All right, my brother. Good evening. Hello.
In the diaspora.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm Peter W. Castle. I call from under the street like in Lower Johnsonville.
Peter, 1 minute, go ahead, make your point.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm an outstanding member of the Concerned Advocate for Justice. You know, my brother Mo Ali is one of the guys that really putting pressure on this particular government because he's grossly incompetent. So what he can lie. That smart people can lie. Ali, when you're lying, sometimes it should be convincing that it should put people into the animal. But how will Mo Ali look at the kind of educated and intellectual society to say all that and some percent of the Liberian people and don't have access to safe drinking water? That clearly demonstrates to us that Mo Ali is just zeroing everything. He does not even understand the whole scope of operation. So I think the just like my brother is very much serious, it may should be dismissed.
yeah, new things having a problem.
And I said 70,000 jobs in the government created. When we created, he said he left it in the, and he left the result in the computer. And we had my honorable responsibility. So the day this man will be appearing, we'll be there with our electronic gadget. We'll focus on him. Let Mo Ali carry all his laptop, and that will be printed because he's not going to lie to us. That guy is very incompetent and he's not different from the president. That's why the country is running the way it is like. Senator power, nothing is working at all. Electricity, water, job creation.
Yeah, Newton, are you okay?
Oh yes, I think yeah. Sorry, my mic was muted. I just unmute. Oh,
Hey, how you doing, brother Newton, and to my brothers on the platform? This is Joseph Colley calling from New York. My brother, let me tell you, our Liberian people are just living by at the mercy of God because those children who have nothing to contribute because they're just carrying us back. Morally is telling you that you got well or running water, those are development. People 3,000 jobs, and they're telling you people who selling cold water, plenty. Those are employed people. What sense does that make? We thank God for even
So terrible. Just that the internet is so bad. So we gotta go there. The internet is so bad today. Hello.
Hello, Lisa.
Yeah, what's your name?
I'm Mary calling from Cleveland.
Mary, 1 minute. Go ahead and make your point quickly, man.
Yeah, in the case of someone to a, a lawyer, then they are calling back all of things. Then they already giving money to them. They get their money to do whatever they want to do. People are confused. They are fast confused. The whole government confused. The land of water business. Now we are doing water in the community. So you get a call and say it's not easy. They want to be be lying. That's why I told once I call if I say a bit near that. We'll pay money to live for 2029. We'll put chair around here, create. Because you are criminal. Your whole community are criminal. Yeah. Then they just 3 representatives in the community. He never doing nothing here. All the little people going to paper for people all around to special thing. Yeah, nothing not doing but just city by you all the do that water when we do the thing. Yeah, thank you so much for yes, you get it.
Okay, thank you for your participation. We appreciate. Let's move next here to this line. I think somebody's right here. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening. What's your name?
Yes, the voice of Sabu Rasta.
Rasta.
A problem of the concern Liberian for justice.
Yeah.
But you told us you think the rest is current electricity bill. Can you imagine that people have no current, no food, no water? They every day that time to it. Like I tell them again, and it's all of me. But I was your boy, so I'm ready with your boy. We're dying or we suffer, my people. That is the kind of you best get it. It's our year, one more now. It's our year, my brother. See what I say. Can you imagine 2 weeks and no water? You need to get all day. But when I want to do all I want to do, ready to it. Every day, that's what we bring the government to power. So the rest of the rest of and that Jane and what is happening. They are still like when people promise solve. Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
You are muted, Newton. You are muted.
Oh. So at most, I'll take 3 more calls. Then we can cross over to our panelists for their parting comments because no time. So okay, Amos Vincent, he said, we should get your number to call you in relation to the internet issue and all of that. Yes, Amos J. Vincent, thank you. Yes, we'll try to reach out, get your contact. Hello. Yes, good evening.
The government, from the president down to the officials, they are liars. So, if the president will take the platform, and there are people that he has created 70,000 jobs, and when he left the stage, everybody started looking for the job. You know, the party people are looking for the job, opposition are looking for the job. So, what you think the position will do? So, more artists will come up, and then it's one of the everything that we ever did during the president we are term, everything he criticized, everything he made it to appear as if we were not capable, we were not qualified. The very point that we talk about, the point coming from White Plains, connecting around the new Ministry of Health, that this will be water tomorrow here. It has lived its usefulness 60+ years, and we were looking for money for World Bank to start replacing that point, and that process is now going on. And they said that was lie. We were unable to do the job.
That was the reason why we were complaining. But yeah, now he complaining that every time they pass in the point ball, they pass the point ball. Why is he complaining? You know, God just want to do everything that is happening in this government. To some extent, it's associated with some crisis because they do a lot of evil with the CDC government and everything that is happening to them, they look for it, and this is what they are paying for. So, before I drop the line, corruption case that the government has been going through, we feel that it was wishing and it is not proving and clear that the issue is not about fighting corruption, but it is all about wishing because you cannot do that. You know, the understanding is very clear. No more jurisdiction, they let them win. Close for 2 weeks, you call them by, or there was a fire play. The government, you were never supposed to allow that thing to be heard because they are going to be proving that yes, you are carrying on wishing against Samuel 12. But we know God is there, we are fighting the case, we are watching the issue, we know that he is vindicated and nothing can happen to him. Thank you, my dear brother.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. This is the legal car calling for Brother Modogono. I want to tell you thank you for the show. Just more ideas. Yeah, more ideas. I said, we're going to be looking for now we work it. And we start working on it. Yes, we're going to just start in our person here. Coming for them. They'll continue. Who there for them? They don't know blessing good money and swear. But tell you when I keep the show going. Right? Useless money.
That lady who called Jonah angry.
Yeah, this is true.
Newton, you are muted, I think.
It's frozen.
Yeah, oh, frozen. Yeah, you're right.
This is Joseph Curry calling from New York. Like I said, look, the people, the country is suffering because we got people who are in leadership, got no sense of direction, no passion for the people. So it's just horrible because what some of these guys are saying don't make sense. I don't know what they were thinking and all the criticism they were making. Look at the way they get solely in fact. If you go, my brother, you and I, we all been over there, or we been in things. You got children and you got bad parents. How you expect them to come on good? They probably got no decision making, as a leader. That man was broke. How you expect a broke man who was a beggar to bring the Liberian people to bring them to deliver? No sense, man. It's just embarrassing. They just come every day and make the Liberian people shame. And even go on the international scene. This is why the people calling us, how to call it, we don't have good set of reasoning. We don't have to. That's why people looking at how to get Liberians. Those are the problem. Because if they have sense of reason, direction, we have been better off. But they got no direction, no contribution, just grab people, carry their own trip. This is why they don't really all want to use the Liberian people money. When they're ready to 25%, 50%, everybody with $50,000 or $30,000 put it in their pocket.
Joseph, thanks for your participation as well. We really, really appreciate. So we got a whole lead there for the call section, and we cross over now to our panelists, our very, very brilliant panelists for their patent comments. So, guys,
let me do my closing. But Newton, one thing I want for you to find out, check with AB. What application are we using to for our broadcasting system? You'll find out, please. Just post it in a group chat. What application you guys are using, because that could be a factor too as to why we're having these issues. But look, our Liberian people, we deserve better. Our people deserve better, Prince, Newton, bro. Since Civil War, nothing has gone good for our people. The only promising light that came, propaganda and politics, try to dim that light. In His Excellency, Dr. George Manuel Weah. You know, last week I was on a platform, I was on a forum defending my case as to why George Weah has been one of the best presidents ever. And thank God for facts. I didn't write it and post it in Google. When you go on Google right now, when you check for the most successful Liberian president ever, George Weah is a top 2. And I told those people, I said, don't take my word for it. Go research. And the moderator who was researching, thank God, also he's not a United partisan, he's not a Silesian, but he's somebody who, I wouldn't say he don't like the George Weah. He said, oh, I like him as a soccer player, but when it comes to, but I say you don't like the man as a politician. You like him as a soccer player, but as a politician that he don't know nothing of, he was among the top 2 most successful Liberian president ever. Again, to those United partisans, go check it. That's facts. Lastly, for me, it aches me when I see our people try to compare the Unity Party to His Excellency Dr. George Manuel. We are 3 years. Again, we have been vindicated. It's been proven. With all the limited resources that George Weah had, he stays too bright, he stays shine bright, even our education system. Look at what's happening now. The men who took away, who try to alleviate the pain and suffering from our people by taking away school fees. George Weah said, you guys are going through too much. I will not impose school fees. But to whom this government has been giving so much to, in His Excellency, in Joseph Boakai, he came and brought somebody in Dr. Mapayo. She don't understand our system. He's imposing and inflicting more pain onto our people. How much can our people take? Then when somebody talk about civil war, then somebody say, oh, you want to create chaos in the country. This is not what we are doing. Mo Ali, the records are there. Mo Ali who couldn't even find food to eat. We have all seen Mo Ali's house that he erected under 2 years. The records are there. The pictures are there. So when we are speaking, we speak from a place called facts. I'm not like the other guys who will just look. Before I accuse anybody, I may have done my research. The most common denominator that we all have is Liberia. But today, here we are. Lastly, before I submit to all of my brothers on this panel here, is we are not doing enough to propagate the message of His Excellency Dr. George Manuel. We are coming back. We are trying, but I think there's more that we can do. Because up until the Mawata in the real village get the message, we are not doing our best. Again, kudos, we are trying, but I think there's more that we can do. There's more that we can do. These were the reasons why we fall short in 2023. We were not aggressive enough to go to capture any kind of argument. Excellency Dr. George, we are coming back. For which we started our recent podcast. It's been over 6 years we've been doing it, but we just revamped it called the Actual Required Media. Because these kind of things, we will not, good messages go under the ground, but bad messages always resuscitate. His Excellency Dr. George Manuel Weah is the only beacon of hope now. And I put my life on the leg, like brother said, on a chopping board to prove that point to you. There's one man I can put his life that has genuine love for Liberia, and that's Excellency Dr. George Manuel Weah. The message to whom much is given, much is required. Liberia celebrated him, for which during the days of the Civil War, he came back to give to his people. Y'all name me one political leader who has done what George Weah did during Civil War. Today, this man is sitting down, wishing for the best, but this government is trying to go after him and his people. But we will not sit supinely and allow that happen. If it calls for another, I submit. But thank you. It's been a good show. My brother, Bro Newton, Prince, of course, it's good to see you all. And it's been a good show. Thank you all.
Thank you, Leo.
Thank
I will
you.
look forward to next Friday.
So, thank you. Just a few questions I want to ask, and then we'll close on it. My people, the last time the Unity Party government told us that they were sending for buses, and those buses was going to ease the cost of transportation and travels for our people. Where are we with those buses? Where are we? The prices of, I don't know, commuting from one area to the other, they are skyrocketed. And we are not even seeing the buses on the road. The 100 buses they say they sent for, we are not even seeing it on the road. So where are those buses? When we told you that those buses that Joseph Newman Boyka sent for, they were old buses that they put new pin on, some of you felt that we're lying. Or go to MTA. Now you get more than 10 parking. They tend to complete scrap. These are some of the things that we said yesterday because we know these people. Maybe let's forget about that. Let's ask the question. Mr. Boyka also told us that when he becomes president of the Republic of Liberia, that he will ensure our children will not be on the street selling. This evening, those of you that are going home, look right on Johnson Street there. Look at the children that you are seeing. In fact, the rate of children who are even selling now on the street have increased. It has increased. Mr. Boyka told us that upon becoming president of the Republic of Liberia, no car will be stuck in the mud. Where are we with those promises? No, where are we? He promised us that when he comes, the Liberianization policy will be followed to the letter. Liberians will be given an opportunity in their own economy. That's what he told us. To the extent of recent, he even set up and said, Mr. Vice President Jeremiah Kuhn, meet with business people. And Jeremiah Kuhn said it with pride and dignity as if he was a serious individual. That Liberians will be given an opportunity to take over the economy, blah, blah, blah. Today, our driver licenses, all our motorcar documents, they've given those contracts to some Lebanese that will collect the money from Liberia and send it to Beirut. And while our people are in Liberia, well sophisticated, that can do just that same business, but they've taken it from Liberians and give it to people of different nationality. If we can't do it, no, let's forget about that. But what happened to the hospital? Y'all remember the region speaker Jeremiah Kuhn, Rachel Kuhn went to JFK and promised that, look, JFK will give you people whatever budgetary support that you need in order for the place to be up to standard. That our people will not have to come here and stand and even wait for 1 minute. They have the right for doctors to cater to them. Where are we with the JFK? As I speak to you now, there are people who are held hostage at the JFK. Today, these people, they don't have time for respect, for disagreement. You disagree, I disagree, we survive in the same place. Today, just the man who yesterday they supported when he was he was raw. Only today for him to tell them the truth. Like I always tell people, Yeke is even more refined in this opposition than he was when he was in the opposition of Joseph Numa Boyka. He is more refined. But even in his most refined stage or state, they can't even contain him. But they're fighting to remove him illegally. It is unfortunate. Today we have the Supreme Court that we all should be running to for justice. The Supreme Court now has people that are politically induced. It is unfortunate. But again, fellow Liberians, we must not stop talking. Because the more we talk, is the more we expose these people and the more we open other people's eyes to the truth. Whatever language you can speak in, whatever dialect you can speak, however you can say it,
Let us continue to expose the ills in this society. And at the end of the day, I can assure you that Joseph Numa Boyka will account for his action. On this note, again, my brother Newton, I want to say thanks to you. Thanks to my brother Bro, to Leo, and to all of our team members. I mean, all of you who are listening to us from around the world, you are a member of this team. Whenever we call on you, you are willing to work along with us. We want to appreciate you. Let's not give up. Let's call our people. Let's reinvigorate the strength. Let's continue to encourage people who even say they are disenchanted, seditions. You are now seeing the word is now healing you. Liberians yesterday, we say, oh, you are doing nothing, you are dancing bukate, oh, you are doing it. Today, these are the people who are crying and healing you. Say, oh, President, we have time, we're better. So what I can say to you, don't give up. There's going to be tough time. There's going to be ups and downs. But at the end of the day, the Liberian people have now seen the true intention of His Excellency President Dr. George Manu Weah for his people's life. They are now seeing it. So let's continue on that path. Let's reach out. Let's reach our brothers and sisters, and let's remain united as we ensure that His Excellency President Dr. George Manu Weah is re-elected comes 2029. Thank you, my brother Newton.
Thank you, Prince. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. We look forward to seeing you again next Friday.
Sure.
Thank you so much, my brother Prince, Leo, and Newton, and then thanks to Tisha Light and our great leader, President George Manu Weah, and all of our fellow family members that are currently watching the show, and we are all in class together. We want to reiterate that we must do something for our country. We should encourage the democracy that we thought of following. Anything short of that will result into civil unrest. And all of us here love our country, but we have different ways of expressing our love. In a political way, that what they call ideological beliefs. People have their own way of their own ideology, how they believe things to be, while we have ours. So everything geared towards love for country. And often, if you are in power, you bear the more responsibility to unite the country and to be moderate to your fellow compatriots. But when you look at the Unity Party people, sometimes I can wonder they are which kind of Liberians. Because the guys, just imagine when you post something, how will you look at certain group of your fellow compatriots and just think that they don't have sense? They are stupid. They are this. No normal human being can do that. You must be under the influence of something. It's like certain evil spirit engulf them. And I think they should change from that. Politics shouldn't be the reason why we should be too hateful to our fellow compatriots. If we want to build Liberia, we will have to unite. We will have to be sensitive in our politics. We have to be mature. So today we want to urge every Liberian that look, don't waste your time behind the Unity Party. The more time you waste behind the Unity Party, it's like you're wasting your future. The guys from the Unity Party, they don't love Liberia in real life. They are looking like people who just speak, who just talk, but they do nothing to help the country grow. Why you get another group of people, their leader don't talk too much, but his actions speak louder than the words. And that leader is President Weah. So I just want to urge us, let's keep our focus. And Newton, please, you don't forget. Let's make sure we do your research on one or two things so that we can come up on the diaspora to see how best we can portray the station effort with respect to the internet, especially there is an internet sits in the core. I don't know what are your anyway that the management in consultation with teacher let know that. But there is a Starlink. Starlink very effective. That's a backup for the station so that we can do that. So thank you. And I want to say good night, and we will see because after almost close going to 1 to my area. Okay, after 12 midnight. So we'll see next Saturday. My love and respect to every one of you. And we want to say give God the glory for another great day. Thank you very much.
Happy belated birthday, my man.
Yeah, my man did it. Now, boy, no man, my man Leo, we need to be one day, my man.
We need to, man. We need to.
Yeah, you know, Prince and myself, we know each other from Jamaica Road.
Yeah.
Only you haven't seen. Yeah, we need to meet.
I was planning a trip over there to come down there, and then something interrupted my trip. So
yeah, and I hope that you people will be in 2027. I will be hosting the entire Europe in France in 2027. The July 26th, I'll be hosting the entire Europe in France, all of the Liberia, across Europe, and around the world. Because I'm going to be having a very big program here.
Oh, nice. That'll be good, man. You know, I will try not to miss that.
Yeah, by the grace of God. So people will come from Liberia, from all part of the world to grace that occasion.
Yeah, we got a senior national team coming down this July 26th, Minnesota.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, so we'll be planning that. Newton was expecting me, but a lot of things interrupted Newton. Somebody who can talk. Yeah.
Newton, yeah, but then we're talking off air. We need to talk a lot of things. There are a lot of things we need to talk off air, and then all geared towards the prosperity of our 2029 movement and how we can be proactive. Thank you so much for this great day. You know, it's a very great one. We are happy to be alive and making progress.
Well, you're still blessed, guys. Take care.
All right. Okay, so that's all the time we. Keep fighting together. Let's keep holding together. Thanks so much for your support. And Mr. Vincent, yes, I think I saw your message and I see your text on Facebook. Mr. Vincent, Mr. Amos Vincent, in relation to, for those of you who try to make whatever way you want to reach out, at least to improve the internet system. Yeah, sometimes it's so terrible, the weather and all of that. Yeah, too many problems. But it's good that we're here again. Thanks ever so much. Until I can join you next Friday, my name is Newton Togba. Have yourself a pleasant weekend. Bye-bye.
Children have no shelter, children have no education. Children have no one to call their friend. The children have no food to eat. There is no how many people do you cherish? How many people do you help out there? Most especially women.